Welcome back to the channel, guys. And behind me, right here, this thing, our latest Land Rover purchase. It's not great. It's really not good at all. But, like a dung beetle, I think we're gonna roll this turd into something useful. So we just acquired this thing from another wholesale auction. Bought it a couple weeks ago, and the two brothers went and grabbed it while Dad and I were in Florida picking up that white LR3 in the last video. And I get a phone call from my little brother as we're driving home, and he tells me I'm gonna get my buying privileges revoked after he looked at this thing. They get up there to pick it up. Little brother goes to Ted and he's like, "This can't be the one Joe bought, can it?" And Ted's like, "I doubt there's another white Discovery around. This is the one I bought." So this guy, I mean, I overpaid for what it is, but we'll make it useful. Kind of bought it on a whim. Couple small grainy photos, no other real info. It runs 155,000 miles. Paid, I think, somewhere right around 1,500 bucks plus fees. It's worth about 500 bucks in my mind, but you win some and you lose more. So let's take a little peek-see at this thing. So first of all, you'll notice this very nice grill guard. It is in fantastic shape, and it gets better from there. Then we'll look around and we'll see whatever we got going on there. That is nice. We'll just glue that. And then, oh, it's getting better. That's a tad bit of rust. Oh, don't worry though. The passenger side is not going to feel left out. Tad bit more rust. And then we got some paint fade. That's bare metal. And that's bare metal that's rusting. And back here we'll go, oh, a little more corrosion. They do have this cool little badge though. Land Rover of Hinsdale. Well, that's all right. At least this rear door is good as well. So, my plans on this thing were to buy it, do a little off-road modifications, little expedition build, and then we'll retail it after we have some fun with it. But this thing's nowhere near worth touching in that respect. So, plan B. Either way, that ties us into that little Series IIA we have. I'm sure you watched that road trip video where we picked that up. If you have not, I'll link it down below. It's a good one. And we are in need of a frame for that. And we just so happen to have a frame right here. So that puts us with this thing here. What can we do? We got axles, coil suspension, radius arms, and a frame. This one's a little long, so do we shrink this or stretch the Series 2? Or do we do a combo? Let me grab a tape measure here. So that Series 2 88-inch wheelbase. Discovery 2. This is exact science too. Look at that. That's a calculator bend. We're at somewhere in the 99 to 100-inch wheelbase range. So that leaves us with a foot difference. And I think that foot difference would make a good little ute truggy conversion on that Series 2. Little suspension lift on the Discovery chassis. We got that LT230 that we would have needed to buy underneath this thing. So I think we can make something happen. We're going to throw this thing in the air, and hopefully this frame isn't completely junk either. And after we check this thing out, stick around till later in the video, we're going to go test the off-road capabilities in its current state. So here's our first look underneath. We got an axle. We're gonna need that axle. We got brakes. Appears to be a new caliper. Someone actually took care of this thing to some extent. And we got some oil leaks. Not a problem because we're not gonna use that. It can just leak away. We are gonna use that. That's that LT230 transfer case. So we can adapt LS or Jeep transmission or whatever to that guy. And then we can take a peek at the frame rail. It is a little crusty. Center section looks decent. The rear, behind the axle, looks pretty chooched on both sides. But in our case, that doesn't matter because that'd be getting chopped off. Actually looks pretty solid around the cats there. That side's got a hole. So we would have to repair that, but that's fixable. So what we would do is right around this middle section, you can chop it and section it what you need to get whatever wheelbase we want. But we would first, if we're gonna use this, rip the body off, strip it down, and go drop it off at the sandblaster. And then we can see what we're working with, repair what we need to, and chop it up where we need to. So I think this may work. But the benefit to using this guy would be you have the front and rear axles, and you can get shafts and stuff for these, and you can re-gear them to what you need. And those would probably hold up with the lighter Series 2 without getting crazy on power. You have a little more modern suspension setup, and then you have disc brakes that can handle a little more power. All right, I'm going to yell off some measurements. This is for my record, but I'll leave them up in the video. We'll put them on the screen too. This is so I don't have to write it down. Power of video. All right, so we're gonna go with the frame width. Outer part of the rails are 31 inches wide, which puts the inside at just shy of 25. So you're about 24 7/8 in American. I don't know what that equates to. across the pond in the smarter metric system. But we're in America, we're going to use our mess of a system. In between the radius arms, 30 and 3/4, 30.75. The radius arm to axle, 33 inches on the rear. And 33 inches on the rear on the other side. Sweet. On the front, we are 36 and 5/8. Another thing we can recoup on this thing is it's got 2 catalytic converters. We're making money. This is good. This is fine. This car's fine. Wasn't a bad purchase. It's fine. Yeah. So this leaves us with an oil leaking, rusty mess. But just like the Series IIA, we like that because it was complete. And what about this Disco 2? It is also complete. It gives us a good starting point to modernize the Series IIA with some good axles, coil suspension, radius arm, that LT230 transfer case. I think this is the ticket. So that leaves us. We got our rusty Land Rover. We're gonna go try and see what this thing, I mean, the tires look not off-road tires. It's snowy. We're gonna go head to the Lost Cause Ranch and test this thing out. So we're here at the Lost Cause Ranch and we're gonna test out a little bit of the Discovery's off-road prowess. It's not gonna be great. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try out the approach angle. Climb a hill, see if it climbs a hill. It's got street tires on it. They're Grabber UHP. Ultra high performance, ultra horrible performance in snow and mud. But after that, we'll try and climb some inclines. I don't know, I mean, I guess if it's an incline, you would climb it. But we're gonna do that, or attempt to do that. And then I got a little trail for my tractor up into the woods. This is bigger than my tractor, so it probably won't fit, but we're gonna try. And that's gonna give us our baseline on the off-road capability of the Discovery 2 in Discovery 2 form. And then, in an undetermined amount of time, we can come back with the Series 2 and see how much better our Series 2 is than a factory Discovery 2 that is in horrible nick. You like that? Nick. That's a British term. It's a British car. You're like, yeah. Hopefully, we don't roll it. That wouldn't be good. But just in case, safety second. That did considerably better than I would have thought. And there we are. I think that's where it's going to make it. It made it twice as far as I thought it would. Good Land Rover. I mean, better than I thought. There's a little collateral damage. We lost a piece. It appears to be something related to the grill guard. Oh, I take that back. We lost 2 of them. All right, so we're gonna try and maneuver this on the little tractor course. It's not gonna fit, but we're gonna try. I think this might be a no-go. So, I think we're gonna fail at going up the tractor trail. Tires just don't have them in it. It doesn't even move on the flat ground in the snow. Alright, we're gonna test the articulation. Flip up in-car entertainment. Oh, it's slick. Look at that! It's a rock climber. All right, so this thing's kind of a wee bit worthless in the snow. Oh, gonna do it. No. Let's get a run at it. Let's give her all she got. I think that's all she's got. So there's where we stand in the Land Rover's current off-road capability. Not much. Climbed the first little incline pretty good. Does not like snow. Does not like mud. These don't clean out well. So, what I'm saying here is if you want to go off-roading, do not get a general grabber UHP, which is meant for street driving. That's my big tip of the day. But that's cool. I mean, we made it there. Managed to make a mess. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, look at me. I got burrs on me. But anyways, thanks for watching. As always, we appreciate it. If you want to see more on us cannibalizing a Discovery to make a cool Land Rover Series 2, subscribe. We'll be putting up some more videos of that little progress. And as you can see, we like our Land Rovers. So if you like your Land Rovers, this channel is one for you to watch. For those who have been waiting on Touareg update, that V10 TDI Touareg, in the next week or two, we're gonna drop the engine. So if you want to see that, that'll be coming up. I know a lot of people have been asking for that. That'll be kind of a cool video. Not every day you get to drop a V10 TDI out of a Touareg. So we'll be tasked with that painful project. But anyways, what do you think of our plans to merge the two together? Comment down below. If you thought this video was entertaining at all, give us a thumbs up. That'll help with the YouTube algorithm. And as always, look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a good night.